In present-day York, the echoes of a once bustling medieval city linger in the stones and streets. Every step you take here is a step through history, where the past and present intertwine. The city's ancient heart beats beneath your feet, whispering tales of a time when York was a thriving hub of commerce, faith, and daily life. The cobblestones now see tourists, but centuries ago they rang with the clamour of merchants and townsfolk. Imagine the lively markets, the shouts of traders selling their wares, and the laughter of children darting between stalls. The air would have been thick with the scents of fresh bread, livestock, and wood smoke, as people from all walks of life gathered to barter, gossip, and survive. York's formidable walls and ancient architecture are silent witnesses to centuries of human struggle. These stone fortifications once protected the city from invaders and stood as symbols of power and resilience. In the 1500s, York was alive, a city whose heartbeat pulsed through every alley and square. The city's skyline was dominated by church spires and timber-framed houses, each with its own story to tell. As we journey back, we uncover a world of hardship and resilience, where survival was a daily triumph. Life was far from easy. Disease, poverty, and conflict were constant threats. Yet, the people of York endured, building a community that thrived despite adversity. The stories of ordinary men and women, though mostly unrecorded, are woven into the very fabric of York. Their daily routines, hopes, and dreams shaped the city's character. Their struggles and spirit laid the foundations of the city we know today. As we explore York's medieval past, we honour those who came before us, whose lives, though often forgotten, continue to shape the city's enduring legacy. In the 1500s, York was known as the capital of the North, a city that stood at the crossroads of history, commerce, and power. Its strategic location made it a vital link between London and the northern reaches of England, drawing merchants, nobles, and travellers from far and wide. The city's ancient streets echoed with the footsteps of those seeking fortune, influence, or simply a new beginning. Its bustling markets overflowed with goods from distant lands, spices from the east, fine wool from local farms, and exotic wares that dazzled the eye. The Shambles, York's famous market street, was alive with the sounds of haggling traders and the scents of fresh produce and livestock. Here fortunes could be made or lost in a single day, as the city's crowded squares became a stage for ambition and enterprise. Yet beneath the city's wealth and splendour, many struggled in poverty. In the shadowy alleyways and cramped stone houses, families fought to survive, their lives often overshadowed by the grandeur that surrounded them. The divide between rich and poor was stark, with the city's prosperity resting on the backs of those who toiled in silence. York's political clout was reinforced by powerful guilds, organizations of craftsmen and merchants who controlled trade, set standards, and maintained order. These guilds wielded immense influence, shaping the city's laws and customs and ensuring that York remained a centre of economic and social life in the north. The city's imposing walls and the magnificent York Minster stood as symbols of ambition and faith, but they also revealed a city ever wary of threats, whether from invading armies, civil unrest, or the spectre of disease. These defences offered protection, but could not shield York from every danger. Prosperity in York was always fragile, easily shattered by the harsh realities of famine or the sudden arrival of plague. In times of crisis, once busy streets fell silent, and the city's fortunes could change overnight, reminding all who lived there of the precariousness of life. Beneath the surface glamour, York's society teetered on the edge. Its people, from the wealthiest merchant to the poorest labourer, faced daily struggles. fighting not just for prosperity, but for survival itself in a city where opportunity and hardship walked hand in hand. Life in 16th century York was a daily battle, overcrowded, unsanitary, and harsh. Streets teemed with vendors and townsfolk, but behind the bustle, hunger and poverty were constant threats. Homes were cramped, often sheltering multiple families with little comfort or privacy. Disease thrived in these conditions, with outbreaks wiping out entire families. Medical knowledge was scarce, and the city's poor suffered most. Yet, through adversity, York's people forged a resilient community, bound by shared hardship. Their endurance in the face of relentless obstacles defined the spirit of medieval York. York's imposing walls were both shield and snare for its people. Built for defence, they offered security but also trapped residents during crises like plague and famine. Gates became points of quarantine, and the city's isolation could turn deadly as resources dwindled. The walls, meant to protect, often heightened suffering, reminding all of York's vulnerability. Yet within these confines a strong sense of community grew. Residents banded together, supporting each other through hardship. The walls united York's people in their collective struggle for survival. York's social divide was stark. Wealthy merchants lived in comfort, while the poor endured squalor. The privileged enjoyed security and influence, their lives marked by abundance. Meanwhile, labourers and servants crowded into dilapidated dwellings, battling hunger and disease. Historical records reveal the deep inequalities, with the poor suffering most from illness and deprivation. Yet both rich and poor were bound by the city's challenges, their lives woven into York's complex social fabric. The story of York is one of both division and unity, shaped by privilege and poverty alike. Disease shaped every aspect of life in 16th century York. Plagues swept through the city, leaving devastation and high mortality in their wake. Poor nutrition and sanitation made illness a constant threat, especially for the vulnerable. Death registers tell of families lost within weeks, and high child mortality was a grim reality. Yet stories of resilience emerged. People endured, supporting each other through unimaginable hardship. Their courage in the face of relentless adversity remains a powerful legacy. York's legacy is etched in its ancient stones and the echoes of its forgotten voices. The city's medieval past shapes its identity, reminding us of the endurance of those who came before. Today, visitors walk the same streets, tracing the paths of history. Beneath the vibrant city lies a deeper narrative of struggle and triumph. The challenges faced centuries ago, disease, poverty, inequality, still resonate today. York's history offers enduring lessons about survival, community, and the human spirit. The story of 16th century York is one of survival and resilience. Its people faced danger and uncertainty with remarkable tenacity, offering lessons for our own times. Their struggles mirror challenges we still face: disease, inequality, social division. By remembering their experiences, we gain insight into our own place in history. The power of community and perseverance remains as relevant now as it was then. York's past continues to inspire, guiding us as we confront the future. In modern York, the silence of forgotten voices lingers in ancient stones and quiet corners. Every step along these cobbled streets echoes with memories of those who once called this city home. The air itself seems to carry whispers from the past, stories of lives lived and lost, of laughter and sorrow, of dreams that shaped the very foundations beneath our feet. In the early morning, when the city is still, you can almost sense the presence of those who walked these paths centuries ago, their hopes and fears woven into the fabric of York. Though centuries have passed, the struggles and triumphs of medieval inhabitants still speak to us. Their stories are etched into weathered stone and preserved in fragile manuscripts, waiting for us to listen. Each artifact, each carving, is a testament to their daily lives, their work, their faith, their celebrations, and their losses. These remnants remind us that history is not just a collection of dates, but a tapestry of human experience. Their resilience and courage in the face of hardship are a vital part of the city's story. Through wars, plagues, and times of uncertainty, the people of York endured, adapting and rebuilding with determination. The ruins and relics left behind are silent witnesses to their perseverance, offering us a glimpse into the challenges they overcame and the communities they built together. Honoring these voices ensures their legacy endures, offering wisdom for generations to come. By remembering those who came before us, we acknowledge the foundation they laid and the lessons they left behind. Their stories inspire us to reflect on our own lives and the mark we will leave for future generations. The enduring spirit of York's people reminds us of the power of community and memory. In gathering places and communal halls, their voices once rang out in unity, shaping the city's identity. Today, these spaces invite us to come together, to share our own stories and to continue the tradition of resilience and connection. As we move forward, let us carry their lessons with us, shaping our understanding of the world. The silent echoes of York's forgotten voices remind us that we are all part of a larger story, one that stretches across centuries, connecting past, present, and future in a shared journey of hope and remembrance.